Oak Hill's done a great job by themselves on the offensive glass.
Good job taking it to the hoop. Keith Hornsby draws the foul. He'll go to the free throw line for 2. That foul is against Jared Sullinger. That is his first, team 6th.
Well, Keith Hornsby is a three-point specialist, but this afternoon he's taking it to the rim hard, looking for the contact, trying to get to the line to get some points for his team.
This is the first free throw. He's got 6 points in the game. You may recognize that last name, Hornsby. He's got a fairly famous father.
Wouldn't be Bruce, would it?
I think you're right. Yeah, it is Bruce. Bruce Hornsby, the father of Keith Hornsby, who's now got 7 points in this ball game.
Oak Hill determined to stay in that triangle in 2. They're trying to take Trey Burke out of the game and Jared Sullinger. Look at the denial by Jawan State, not letting Trey Burke touch the ball.
They get it down low to Jalen Robinson, who puts it in. And we are tied at 22 with under a minute to go here in the first half. Deron Lamb to the hoop. The foul is on the floor. That will be the 7th team foul, though, against Northland. So it will be 1-1.
Deron Lamb, a big-time scoring guard, can get his points in a variety of ways. He can shoot three-point shots. He can take it to the basket. He loves his mid-range game. He's considering Kansas, Kentucky, Connecticut, Oklahoma, Arizona. He's visited all those schools, and he's going to make a decision sometime after the season.
Makes the first free throw. He's got 8 points in this game. Martin Zabel comes back in, replacing Baimu Sakita, number 5. 1 point lead here for Oak Hill Academy.
Steve Smith with a little luxury in the backcourt. Takes out a 6'11" guy, comes in with a 7'1" guy to play in the back of that triangle.
There aren't many colleges that can do it, let alone high schools.
Oak Hill loaded on the perimeter. That's where their strength lies.
Two-point lead with 33 seconds to go. Sullinger now trying to make the adjustment.
Look at the double team.
And he gets it stripped. Fighting for the loose ball. It's Northland basketball. Burke has it go off his own foot. It's going to be Oak Hill basketball.
It's clear what the philosophy is by Oak Hill. They call it the Jordan rules. He's so good they have to put 2 people on him. They're never going to let him get a clean look at the basket if they can help it, Oak Hill.
And now Oak Hill a chance to take the final shot of this first half, leading by 2. The story of this first half undoubtedly has been the fact that Oak Hill has shut down Sullinger with a triangle in 2. Clock down to 1. Lamb's 3 is short. And that's the way this first half will come to an end. But Oak Hill Academy, they said they will not let Jared Sullinger single-handedly beat them. And in this first half, they did not. When we come back, Ryan Bird, Doug Gottlieb, and Jay Williams will join us from the studio for the halftime report.
ESPN's presentation of the Old Spice High School Showcase, presented by Nike, is brought to you by Gatorade. It's the heart, hustle, and soul of the game. That's G.
And hello again, everybody. Justin Kutcher alongside the Director of National Recruiting for ESPN, Paul Biancardi. And Paul, the story of the first half, by far and away, the triangle and 2 defense of Oak Hill.
Well, it's been a master plan by head coach Steve Smith at Oak Hill. It's taken Jared Sullinger out of the game. He only has 1 field goal attempt, no free throws attempted, no points, but he does have 10 rebounds.
This is the example of the triangle and 2.
They want to take number 3 in the green out, Trey Burke, but if you look inside, stop it right there. 2 guys on Jared Sullinger. He's on the left block. He has a person in front of him, Deron Lamb, and he has a guy behind him. They can't get the ball inside to him, so he can't touch it. If he can't touch it, he can't score it.
And he has not been able to touch it. He has not been able to score it. This is them doubling him on the inside. Now we go and we see what he does from the outside. You can see the frustration is mounting, so he tries to make the adjustment.
The top of the triangle right there is Keith Hornsby. He sees that Jared Sullinger has the ball. He leaves the triangle. He double teams Jared Sullinger, thus causing a turnover. Great defense by Oak Hill. with the triangle and 2 now, Northland High School, J.D. Witherspoon has stepped up, and he's scoring for them. They're going to need a big production by their bench, Northland High School. They're going to win this game.
Jared Sullinger today, 0 points. His season average, 24.3. He's attempted 1 field goal. He does have 10 rebounds. So the question will be in the second half, what will he do to make the adjustment? It is 24-22. Oak Hill on top of Northland. We'll be back with the third quarter when we come back.
ESPN's presentation of the Old Spice High School Showcase.
You're watching the Old Spice High School Showcase presented by Nike as we get set to start the third quarter. It's a 2-point game. Oak Hill on top of Northland. ESPN Rise is ESPN's new high school initiative, providing student athletes and their fans with content that celebrates high school sports. For the complete ESPN Rise Fab 50 team rankings and much more, log on to ESPNRise.com, and it's a new ESPNRise.com. You look at the bench of this Northland team, the Vikings coming in 7-0. And Paul, I'll pose this question to you. What must Northland do, especially Jared Sullinger, to get some offense in the second half?
Well, for Jared Sullinger's point of view, he has to go to the offensive glass when his team shoots it. Clearly, Oak Hill is going to stay in the triangle and 2. Other players are going to have to get offense for Northland High School. J.D. Witherspoon is going to have to step up because he's free. They're not denying him the ball. Jalen Robinson is going to have to score inside. They're not denying him the ball.
Keyshawn Howard, the spin move, draws the foul. That foul is against Jordan Potts. And for Potts, that is his 3rd foul. Now here's today's game track brought to you by the United States Marine Corps. You look at these stats in the first half. Neither team shot particularly well from three-point land. Same thing. First free throw by Keyshawn Howard is no good.
And I think it's fair to say that Northland High School played excellent defense in that first half, as well as Oak Hill Academy. So both teams came out defensively sharp, ready to play.
Keyshawn Howard, verbally committed to Maryland. Misses both free throws. He's got 3 points on the afternoon.
Keyshawn had some great choices to go to school. Excellent student, had Northwestern, Harvard, some other ACC schools. Great pickup for Gary Williams in Maryland.
J.D. Witherspoon drives baseline and 2 strong. Deron Lamb hangs in the air. What a move.
Rides in transition from New York City. The faster the game, sometimes Deron Lamb, the better he plays.
11 points now for Lamb. Witherspoon, free throw line, kick out for Burt from 3. And there's a rebound by Musakeda. 4-point lead for Oak Hill. Lamb's 3. Here comes Burke once again. Doesn't have numbers. Spin move. He thought he got bumped. No call.
This pace takes Sullinger right out of the action.
In the corner, Howard for 3. Got it. 6 points now for Keyshawn Howard.
Keyshawn does a little bit of everything well. He loves to go to the rim, create some contact. When his feet are set, he has time and space. He can knock down the jumper.
Sullinger now top of the key. Good look for Burke, who misses it.
Northland has to hang in there. That was a great pass by Sullinger.
Nice job by Jawan Staten taking it right at Sullinger.
What's happening here right now is Northland High School's not scoring on offense, so it's letting them affect their defense. They're not getting back in transition.
And a timeout taken here by Satch Sullinger. You look at the transition by this Oak Hill Academy team.
Well, Northland missed the baby layup, so they don't run back defensively. Oak Hill pushes the ball with speed. Satch Sullinger says, I got to call a timeout and tell my guys right now in that huddle, it's okay if we don't score, but we have to get back defensively to stay in this game because Oak Hill is a very powerful offensive team.
A 7-0 run to start this second half for Oak Hill. You look at Satch Sullinger speaking to his team. They come in number 2 overall, 7-0 in the country. You know, a lot of people talk about triangle and 2, box and 1 defenses as kind of gimmicky, but it's done the job here today.
Well, it's designed to take the best player or players out of the game. And that goal has been accomplished by Steve Smith and Oak Hill this afternoon. And it's clearly frustrating Jared Sullinger.
You know, the fact that this game is now being played on national TV Other teams that will play against Northland High School this season will see the triangle and two and how it has been effective against Sellinger, and you may see more teams do that against them.
Absolutely. As I said earlier, triangle and two usually play against the two best perimeter players. Steve Smith said, I'm going to play it against the two best players, Trey Burke and Jared Sellinger.
Devin Scott, who has checked into the game for the first time, number 40. Good no-look. Lamb bobbles it by Musakeda, and Oak Hill has to reset.
Jawan Staten, the point guard who's going to Dayton, gets the offense set, runs what head coach Steve Smith wants. They have time on the shot clock, 5 seconds. They have to get something.
Shot clock down to 3. They don't realize it. This is shot clock violation.
That's going to be an adjustment for Jawan Staten and all the point guards in America. As the shot clock is winding down, you have to go to a quick hitter to make